here we go, everyone. We're getting very close to the ending of this. We figured out who the many-faced thief is. Now we just got to stop the other part of the duo. Dr. Yulian.
Reunited with my dear boy for the first time in ages, and just look at him. He's green. Fortunately, there's still time to reverse the zombie curse, and I know just the remedy. A vial of holy water. The ingredients are simple. A tatter of oversoul rags and a vial of twice distilled water. Since God's at the market stocks the former, and the latter you can procure from a trader by the name of Guest. Now hurry. Once the poison spreads throughout his veins, no antidote will save him.
In the meantime, I will search for the bumbler's bumbling assistant. With any luck, Miss Nashu is still alive. Ouch, that's smart! Ye gad, Hildy! You're looking none too hardy yourself!
No thanks to you, you bumbling oaf. Now, are you going to accompany Fiamma and Miro here and make yourself useful, or do I have to reintroduce you to that wall?
But of course, milady! Gilgamesh is ever at your service! Sitka Sundries, was it? Come now, Mira, there's work to be done. Alright, let's talk to Julian.
A piece of oversoul rags from Sitka Sundries and a bottle of twice distilled water from the trader Guest. Now hurry, goddammit. My dear boy's life is at stake.
Alright, let's run over here. We're going to go to the Weavers Guild. I think that's probably the closest.
Damn it, you can't stop forgetting that Silly's there. Just letting you know.
Silly just hangs out in the background. Kidding. Alright, follow Mira.
This'll happen to you.
It is raining in Ul'dah.
The hell? It's gonna flood?
I don't see any rain. Oh wait, no. There's a couple lines on my screen.
Silly, you get to reprise your role as Sintgo.
This fucking guy. Oversoul rags, you say? I fear that I've only a single tatter left in stock, and it's already been spoken for.
But my good man, you must reconsider. My dear's life, and quite possibly mine own as well, hangs in the balance.
I sympathize with your plight, friend, but a man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera membrane for these rags. Unless you can offer me the same, no deal.
Gah, and you expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice? I think that's a lady.
Well, look what we have here. If it isn't the warrior of light from the Colosseum. Funny who you meet at the markets. As it happens, I just returned from my training, and the slaying of 10 chimeras just happened to be my task for the day. If it's chimera membrane you seek, you're more than welcome to a share.
My lady, you are far too kind!
Don't mention it. If it hadn't been for Inspector Hildebrand and Miro here, I'd still be tag teaming with that slimy beast and cheating my way to fame and fortune. And I'm a woman who pays her debts.
Thought take me if that wasn't a Vila the Tempest. Ever since she confessed to her trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I've been proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Why, I'm half a mind to give you the rags you seek simply for the privilege of meeting her.
A kind sentiment, my good man, but we are more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, Miro? And with this, our task here is done. Now, let us find this traitor named Guest. Where is Guest? Apparently we gotta go to the Alchemist Guild is the closest to it. Or no, maybe the Merchant Strip? No, Alchemist Guild, definitely. Alright. None can keep up with Miro. Silly doing his Yellow Ranger pose. Ah, here's Guest. Silly. I will voice Guest since you voiced Singo.
Who the hell is this guy?
Ah, no, not the string. It's the cutscene. The blundering Mandeville boy is on his last legs and you need something of mine to save him, you say? Mayhaps you can give me a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mandevilles are richer than the traders themselves, yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to the last gil for every purchase. If the family line ended today, I'd be happier and a wealthier man. And now, I believe the ballroom calls. Good day to you, and do pass along my condolences to the grieving parents. Have you not a shred of honor or compassion in that spindly body? Business rival or no, the man is on death's doorstep. After the events of the day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget, but it matters not to me. Know my love for you is as deep as the seven seas. I beg of you, milady, may I have this dance? That's silly, okay.
Miro, what a lovely surprise. Are you here for the ball, perchance? Heavens! The poor inspector.
Well, if it isn't the Lapis maiden in the flesh, what say you bid farewell to the preening fops and scruffy adventurers and share a dance with a cultured gentleman befitting your great beauty?
Why, it would be a pleasure and an honor both, my lord. Provided you first provide my good friend Miro with a bottle of twice distilled water that she seeks.
You know this woman? Bah, if that is the price you would set, then so be it. Take it. It's barely worth its weight in gil anyway. Now, shall we, Miss Arabella? I knew Hildy to be a worthy rival, but to think he was this beloved by so many! Clearly the realm would deeply mourn his loss. Quickly, Miro, let us deliver these goods while there's still time to save him. Peanut, silly, you come along as well. Ah.
I trust the two of you wouldn't dare to come back empty-handed.
Alright, oversoul rags, tattered cloth from the remnant of a powerful wraith. And twice distilled water. A second pass through an alembic has removed nearly all the impurities once contained in this water.
Bloody brilliant. I'd take you over my muscle-headed half-wit of a husband any day. Now stand back and let me show you some real Manderville home cooking. Thal, you bloody bugger, guide my skillet. Aye, that should stop its spread. Now it's up to Hildy to flush what's left out of his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. I reckon he's still got some fight left in him.
Look who I found. She was slumbering obliviously in a rubbish-strewn corner of Pearl Lane.
Boy, did that nap feel good.
Yes, I'm sure it did. Miro, Piamet, Silly. Word has it that Ellie has been sighted at the Silde ruins. We must go there with all haste.
You've done well by my dear boy today. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. There's a nice warm bed for him, and I think I know a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. What in the seven hells are you standing around for? The future of Ul'dah is at stake.
Miro, my strength is yours as well, for Ul'dah and for our friend Hildy.
You remind me of my husband, what with you having more muscles than sense. If you're so keen on making yourself useful, why don't you run to the market and bring me some fire crystals? Keeping my dear boy warm is key to fighting off the zombification. Let's see, I believe 20 crates should suffice.
I am a warrior, not an errand. Yes, my lady. Wonder if that was a shot at them sending us on errands all the time. I say, Enkidu, the burden we must bear simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Miro. That said, the events of today have given me cause to reflect. Miro and Hildy both, to be blessed with such veritable legions of friends tried and true. But alas, not I. No, only one true friend have I ever known, and she is long lost to me. You are a fond bird, and given me great comfort on my travels, but you will never be Enkidu, my one and true companion. Oh, my friend, were you here with me, even Miro could not stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu, wherever you may wander, hear my words and return to my side. Enkidu, do you hear me? Enkidu! Egads! What was that flash from the heavens? It nearly blinded me. And what? The crystals? Where have they gone?
Uh-oh.
Fancy meeting you here, old friend. Oh, that should be you, PM. Let's say that.
What? You said it.
Yeah, that's supposed to be you.
Sorry.
That voice! Could it be? My faithful companion! Why must you always make me wait so? Alright, now we just got the ending of the story to do. Alright, let's talk to Julianne. Her last vow, Julian would send you on your way.
What are you doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There's a moonsick maid digging around at the Sealda excavation site with her mind set on turning Ulta into the land of the walking dead. Your concern for Hilda is most touching, but don't you worry. Mommy Adarius doesn't going to let her beloved son kick the bucket that easily.
Alright, we gotta head to the Phyllis at the Silday excavation site, which is in central Tanalan. It's actually one of the earliest quest fights you actually have to do. So we're gonna teleport to Blackbrush Station.
Silly look at my face.
I see. Nose. You know what sucks? You can
Only
actually
the nose
use
knows.
slash visor to disable the nose, but you can't slash visor to disable that.
Ah, what the hell?
I know, right?
I never use slash visor, so
It's loading faster than usual.
I am. Probably because these are not inhabited zones.
Probably.
Trouble loading Idleshire. I like his mom.
I figured you would. Hey, hello, Phyllis.
We've managed to track down Miss Ellie just up ahead where your friends watch over her as we speak. Yet no matter how many times we try to reach out to her, she refuses so much as answer. Needless to say, we considered physically incapacitating her, but that crate she's sitting on isn't just a makeshift chair. It's filled to the brim with the traitor's sperm. One misstep and the consequences could be dire indeed. You are our only hope, Miro. Even in her single-minded rage, surely the time you spent together must still count for something. You need not put yourself in undue danger. I only ask that you step forth to where your voice may be heard, and call out your friend's name. I beg of you, Miro. Surely if anyone can convince the woman to abandon her madness, it is you, Ancillian Pierman.
With the chat mode in Say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to call out Ellie and convince your erstwhile friend and companion to listen to reason. Oh, we gotta get closer.
Yeah, I'm like, she's not here.
Technically, you'd be calling it. Oh, look, we got people to talk to first. Alright, Gilgamesh. Oh ho, to think this girl and her sister would be behind the crimes all along! I dare say this realm is awash with capable adversaries. Nashu.
Miss Ellie, and I thought we were friends.
Oh, she's sitting over there. Godbert. You do well not to anger the last friend. She's sitting atop an ample supply of that zombie powder, and I suspect she's not afraid to use it. And Brian. It beggars belief that I could have been so blind. Okay, so we gotta target this and say Ellie.
Miro, I suggest you leave this place while you still can. I bear you no grudge, but should you so much as think of interfering, I'll not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too.
So it was you after all. Consider me disappointed. Your sister Cece is already in custody. Surrender now and I will see that no harm befalls her.
How little you understand us, Inspector. Then again, how could one born into a life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? Cece and I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world, and only our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago, we made a vow. Should the worst happen, our mission takes priority over all. Yes, over our own wretched lives. Do you see now? Anything I might have once had to lose, I lost long ago. Now stand down, or suffer the same fate as the old aunt dogs you would defend.
Ellie, stop this madness!
I'm sorry, Inspector.
There's too many of them. All in a day's work for a Mandeville, man!
And now it's hammer time. You only delay the inevitable. I have an entire legion of the undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildebrand's ridiculously good fortune that you even made it this far. And he's as good as 6 palms under.
Be forewarned, girl. Know that I speak from experience when I say, underestimate Hildy, and you do so at your own peril.
I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can stave off the effects of the traitor's spurn. I fear the good inspector's luck has finally run out.
Those balls, is there no end to them? I'm not liking our chances. Greg, was it?
It's a shame to lose you, Miro. Warrior of light that you are, you might yet have served one last purpose for us. Go forth, my zombie minions.
When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. Bugger me with a broadsword. Are my eyes to be believed? That pose. No, these are not 4 warriors of light that I see. They are 4 gentlemen of light.
Oh my god, it's hard.
Just so, my good man. Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me?
We meet again, girl. Tell me you've got my snurble tonic, or I'll fashion myself awake from your lovely locks after I've ripped them clean from your bloody head.
Oh, hello, Mr. Eleazar. Corey, you're looking absolutely resplendent today. Impossible. The holy water couldn't have cured him.
It didn't. Fortunately, our overlord spent quite some time building up an immunity to zombie powder. He could be that one.
When we heard that Master Zombie Brand was at risk of joining the actual dead, we knew we had to take action.
And immunity to... I'm just going to pretend that makes any kind of sense.
The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray, abandon this madness. Besides, plots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself.
It's over. It's all over. Inspector Burton, you said there was something you would tell me when all was through. I imagine you have no words for me now.
Ellie, your powers of deduction are wanting. You said that you had lost everything and everyone you had to lose, did you not? As for me, I have found something, someone with whom I intend never to part. I care not if it takes years, even decades. When you emerge from your jail cell a free woman, I will be there. What say you? Humbert. Miss Ellie, while the crimes perpetrated by you and your sister are unpardonable, you are far from the only ones guilty. On behalf of the Syndicate, I offer my apologies for the false aspersions cast upon your ancestors. You said that the nation of Uldar was built on lies. Seeing what I have seen today, I cannot deny your words. It will not be an easy task to rewrite, nay, restore history. But know this, I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to the fore. Ahem. Are we not forgetting someone here? And by someone, I mean me. If you're quite done playing Cloak and Dagger, I require Miro's presence for a matter of far greater importance. The time of our long-delayed confrontation is nigh. Why the long face, friend? But mayhap this will have you singing a happier tune?
Could it be? The treaty blade. And the true one at that?
None other, and I have not the slightest intention of parting with it, save to the one who would defeat me in single combat. But I misspeak. I will not be single combat this time.
Does that make you, old friend? I'll be merciful. What is that abomination? Some new breed of void scent?
Abomination? I'll thank you to address my companion with courtesy, girl. Ah, but 'twas the most curious thing. There I was, hauling a crate full of crystals for my Hildy's mother, and thinking how much better things would be if my dear friend Enkidu were here. Then came a flash from the heavens, and the next thing I knew, there she was.
By the gods, it makes perfect sense. Doubtless the crystals heard Greg's heartfelt plea, summoning forth his friend. Nay, no mere friend, but rather the primal Enkidu.
And the world has now completely and utterly ceased to be bound by the laws of logic. Miro, you may have bested me in the past, but facing the two of us together will not prove so easy a task. And yet I trust you will not shirk from the challenge. I, Enkidu, and I shall await you at Amdapor Keep. Tis a ways from here, but what better venue for our climatic confrontation? If you would claim the treaty blade, then claim it from me as a warrior. To the skies, Enkidu! To the skies! You can actually fly with this one.
Sully said, be right back.
That he did. We're at 2 against 1, silly.
Two against one. That's not very gentlemanly of you, Greg. Come, Miro, to Amdapor.
This is a grave development indeed. To think that one man could summon a primal on his own. I must send word to the Silence at once. Oh, but of course, I had near forgotten we had a word of light in our very midst. Please, Miro, your only hope to slay the primal and reclaim the blade.
We gotta go to Hildebrand Keep, or speak to Hildebrand near Amdapor Keep. I will teleport us there. Oops, not that one.
Second this game.
Heck yeah. Alright, when payment gets here, we will